Here, this is called a getting started hands-on. To type in Google also you can find it. AWS getting started hands-on. They'll give you hands-on tutorial, some tutorial, not everything is important. If you already knows how to do it, means AWS kind of stuff, you can selectively do certain kind of projects here. Even I done that one like this. They provide a complete guideline to do it. But one small thing is you have to be carefully do it. Okay, by carefully doing it that one. How to create a continuous pipelines and all SageMakers like that. So which one is more interesting? Like how to create and connect MySQL database connection. If you open, it's a old one. But old interface, new interface, little small differences are there. Okay. Is it paid? What are they from first step? It will show you how to do it one by one step wise. It will tell. Okay. So this is what and I said no, I'm missing something. So that is called a SNS, SQS, SES. There's three services I am missing to tell. That is SNS, SQS. Very important services after CloudWash and SES. Okay. These are the very important services. Okay. We'll see that one any possible. Now from the morning onwards, I'm keep on telling we do something inside, but that is we are not started. We'll do it now. Okay. Guys, I log into my AWS account. It's not free tier account, it is paid now. Okay. And the first thing is I want to create a EC2 instance with a Linux operating system. What I want to create a EC2 instance for Linux based system. In that one, we are making this Linux machine as a web server, a simple static web server. Okay. So this is the practical what we are going to do now. But here we can create EC2 instance directly, or you can create step by step one. Okay. Here it is step one. We are creating a separate VPC. So I can able to show the VPC part. Okay. And a separate gateway, IGT, and security group. Separate security group also we're going to create. And a key pair. New key pair we are going to create and use it. Then we create a EC2 instance in this one. Okay. We'll see what we will doing it. First is VPC. Type VPC here. So what is a VPC? Virtual Private Network. By default, there is already existing VPCs there. A default VPC is already there. Why we are creating a separate VPC? So same thing like we are use it for a separate project purpose or specific client purpose we are creating. Create VPC, VPC only and more. Means the VPC separate routing table like that you have to create, just VPC you want to create. So put the name for your VPC, name tag. If you don't give anything, it give some name, automatic assignment. Okay. So my name is, sorry, only small letters, VPC, project, yeah, VPC. Okay. And I'm using here a IPv4 manual. So you can use network. You can define a network or you can keep that network like that. So you can use standard 0.0.0 0/network I'm using in this VPC. Okay. You can use /24 or /69. No other things. Latency default. Keep it default. Nothing I'm changing, just a tag. These tags also very important while you are managing your resources. Okay. So you can create a tags like a name. Name of the tag is VPC. And it is project. Okay. So why it is the tags? For example, for a project A, what are the resources I'm using? What is their utilization? Like you can create those tags like this and create VPC. Okay, now the VPC is created. Okay, the VPC is created. Like so, one single VPC. Resource map. Under VPC, we have a subnets. Okay, so subnets within this VPC, we did not add it. So you can add that subnets to here. What are the subnets? Not created. So it will be created. This is our VPC source map where it is things action. No, okay, it's okay, no problem. Okay. So I'm going to create a new subnet under this VPC. What I'm doing is, so this is subnets. I click on subnets. I created a subnets under this VPC. Subnet means indirectly we are saying setting your availability zone. So it is project A subnet 1. Subnet 1. So which availability zone I choose it? I choose A. Like a subnet A, I choose A. So this subnet is belongs to this availability zone under this block. Okay. Then no need to create anything extra, so simple. New subnet. You can keep creating like this. Project A, subnet B. So I select B here, another availability zone. Okay. So I created two, that's enough. Okay. You can add all these things. Now we have to specify the CIDR block. Okay. 10 dot 0 dot 0 dot 10 dot 1 dot 0 dot 0 dot /24. It's not within the things. Okay. 24. There you have to take very less. Now it is asking more. Okay, 28 is good. CIDR address not within the CIDR VPC. I think this has to be changed. Yeah? We'll do it again. So edit settings. I use 24, so better to take less. Okay, we'll take something different. Why? Oh, so that's why I feel very pleasant today then. So, read VPC. So delete it, click on delete and type the delete also. Luckily, we didn't create anything under, so no problem. Just we create a VPC. So same name, project, yeah, VPC, 10.0.0.0/16, nothing, just create VPC. The next one is we created our VPC like this. And now subnets are associated. So I'm creating separate subnets for their network. The existing subnets are different. So these subnets are nothing but your availability zone. I'm selecting one availability zone here, subblock. I'm using different network. Okay. I think this is better. And okay, good. Again, project A, mm, subnet B. Two availability zones only I'm using. You can use more than that one. So within that, you have to separate network. Finally, two availability zones. Okay, again, why it is throwing an error? Why? I think it is good. This is standard 0.1.0. This is standard 0.2.0. Create subnet. Okay. So our VPC is now belongs to, okay, two subnets. So I created a VPC across two subnets. Okay, like this. I created like this. Okay, two subnets. So any resource I created, it can be created one subnet or another subnet. Like next, routing tables. Automatically, this routing table is created because of these subnets we are created now. So you see there is a routing table is created. Two subnets, one routing local is created. This is that routing table automatically created. Either you create different routing table, then you can associate to the your VPC kind of stuff. By default, this is our network routing table is created. And I'm going to change the name instead of creating new one. So I put a project A RT routing table. So refresh it. Why the name is not changing? Yeah, now it is changing. Hyphen it is not taking. Okay. The root is default one. You can edit this root. You can add another roots to it also. Right now we are not doing. I will do it later. Internet gateway. Again, what is internet gateway? To communicate outside of the network through network, we need a IGT. Okay, this is already default is there. Now we are creating our own internet gateway. IGW. We are creating our own IGW, internet gateway. This is our gateway. Click here. So this is our gateway. At right now, it is detached mode. Means your gateway is there, but it is not connected to any VPCs. Click on action, attach VPC. Click on action and attach it to a VPC. Which VPC? So we created new VPC, right? That VPC. Okay, that VPC. Attach your gateway. Okay. Now you successfully attached. See, it is showing attached. We'll go back to routing tables and any data related. Okay. Origin, active, subnet association, no subnet association, nothing. Okay. Subnets, VPCs. Again, you see root source map. So it is connected to your routing table. Still not connected to any network. So go to the routing table, see the routes, edit the routes, add the route. Okay. All your network go through the internet gateway. In routing table, to communicate outside, you should go through this gateway. I'm specifying the new gateway. So guys, how much knowledge you required? So all your learn subnetting, routing, like this, we are using same thing on in your VPC. Everybody can able to communicate outside of the network through this gateway. That's what I designed. These are associated subnets. Okay. So see the interior gate, this sorry, internet gateway. It attached to this VPC. Okay. And routing table also saying that this is for local communication. This route for a outside communication. I'm not doing any other things. Okay. So only I will go to security. Guys, understand how to create a VPC, subnet, routing table, internet gateways.
Yes, sir.
Right. So first we created a VPC. Of course, we choose region. In that one, we created a VPC and we associate this VPC belongs to which zones are associated, and we created internet gateway, and that gateway information means your VPC is connected now to gateway that is we are specified. Then in the routing table also we specified the route to communicate outside. So those things we have done, and two more things compulsory we have to do it. That is security group and key pair. What is the security group? Uh, there is one security group is created automatically. You see, it is showing default, but two different VPC names. But which security group? Yeah, this is existing group. But you can check it. Open this 136, click on 136. This is our project here. It means when I created this VPC, this security group is created. Okay. This is created. Security group is created when I'm creating that VPC. So I don't need to create again. So I put a same security group like this. SG1 security group 1, or you can use security group 1. Okay. So already it contains certain rules. Okay. Inbound, outbound. Security group is like a firewall group only. Okay. So like a firewall. Through firewall, what you want to allow, that you can able to add that one rules here. Custom. I want to allow the SSH traffic because I didn't create any VPC instance. Okay. TCP 22 port number. Allow SSH. Okay. Everyone. Everyone. Yeah, that's okay. That's a warning only. Save that one. So in this security group, I specified allow SSH from anyone. Okay. Next. Next. Up to here, completed security group. And the last one is key pair. Key pair is basically for EC2 instance purpose only. So already two key pairs already created so many years back, not days back. Okay. But I am going to create these key pairs. Here, create a key pair separately for this one. Key pair name, project A, key. Here. You can select RSA key pair type or like this. Private key format, either PEM or PPK. So I'm selecting PPK because I want to connect with the putty. PPK. Create a key pair. Once you create a key pair, that will be downloaded into your system only. See, it's downloaded into your system. Now click on this open. This is our key pair. The key pair directly can't use it. You have to open with a putty. Okay, you have to convert into the key type. Okay, so better to store in separate folders. Again, what we need, go to the putty, download, search. Okay, in a putty download, generally we download this putty for a remote connection, but you have to download this one, a package .msi file. Once you download, and you have to install it in your system. You have to install it in your system. Then you can use your putty. Okay, install in your system. Once you are installed, there you have to use this kind of stuff for a putty. SSH, authentication, credentials. You have to give that PPK file here. Okay. You have to specify that PPK file where you have downloaded like this. Okay. To open it. But right now we are not using, but this is required package to be installed. to convert PEM file to PPK file. And of course, I downloaded directly PPK file. You can also download that PEM file. Better to download both the files. But once you download it, you can't do anything. Import, prepare. No, no, no. I download it. We will see whether it is, if any problem will occur. That will. Finally, guys, we are going to create a EC2 instance. It is our virtual machine. Launch instance. So what you want to do it? You have to select that one. Project. Yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry. Project. Yeah. Web server. Okay. I want to create a web server. Make sure this is not created in your account earlier. And I want to create on the Amazon Linux under free time. Even I'm not considered as a free, no problem. Thing is, it's very lesser cost compared to higher one. You take bigger other than the free tier. So these are all. So you will get RAM capacity, processing capacity, storage capacity is higher, but that's a costly. Okay. This one we will get it very nice. Okay, 64-bit small. Second, it is also few tier. These are the instant type. This is OS related selection. And here it is EC2 instant. The username is EC2 user. It's a publish, the fresh one only. It is Web3, new one. T3 micro, T2 micro. So why we should select a T2 or 3.3? Because there are small cars. See, if you see T2 medium, 2 CPU, 4 GB RAM, cost, on-demand cost. If you go this one, large, 2 CPUs, 8 GB RAM. It's higher cost than this one. So you go down, the cost increases like this. So it is 64 CPUs, 128 GB memory. Cost increases when you go down. See, but this is a nano. Nano is 1 CPU, 0.5 GB memory. Very less cost. This is micro, which is we are selected micro. 1 CPU, 1 memory. Okay. So where it is T3 micro, this is 2 CPUs, 1 GB RAM, comes under 4 drive. So the cost is little lesser. Again, little higher cost. Okay. So we selected T3 micro and you have to select key pair. Key pair we created. I selected a key pair. And where you want to create, Guys, what I said, I put a name of the instance. I selected which OS. I selected instant type. And I selected key pair, so which I created earlier. Otherwise, you can create it. You can create it yourself. Next, network settings. Where you want to deploy your machine, where you want to place it. Click on edit. Have to select default or specific VPC. Okay. Where you want to put your virtual machine. Specify the where you want to put it, which VPC, which subnet you want to put it. Subnet A or subnet B, which availability zone you want to place it, where you want to run your virtual machine. Auto assign public IP. Of course, you need to connect your machine. Okay. You need to connect your machine through remotely. So compulsory we need a public connection. Next, it is asking firewall. That's a security group. Already we have one security group. We can use it. If you do not have, you have to create separately. Select existing security group. So it is showing default. But we created a security group. Under this VPC only, we created a security group. Where is that? We created a security group. Oh shit. Or we have required to do everything from starting? You have to do everything project. I have to do it very fast, but by explanation it is taking time. I want to make it as a web server. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Key pair. Key is good. And VPC. VPC selected. The security group is not showing. Enable. Okay. Subnet. I selected availability zone 1. Okay. See that availability zone IP will come like 10.0.1.0 internal one. But security group is not showing. So I am telling create a new one. I specify the name also because I said it is create, but it is, I think it is not created. SE1. Okay. So this is security group name. SSH by default connection is there. See, when I said already, EC2 instance you are creating SSH by default, it will be enabled. Source is anywhere. Okay, like this. Plus, I want to make this instant as a web server. So then I want to add one more rule. So that is called a port number wise. One more rule. HTTP. Hello, HTTP from anywhere. This is advanced configuration. We don't need it. Just we are using it. Okay, the storage space it is asking. Yeah, we leave it for 8 GB, or you can take less, but it is for voice also required. Advanced details, domain join directories, IAM profile and all. We don't require any of these things. So earlier we created security group, but it is not showing. Maybe it's misconfigured. No problem. We put a security group name. Okay, and already by default SSH is there, and also put a HTTP and click launch instance. Successfully. Instant is launched successfully. So I go back to the instances. So there is a instant is running, but it is not fully run. So we have to wait. Status check, initialize. Once it is up and running, both running, then you can able to start it. This is the private IP. See, this machine created in the zone 1, availability zone 1, A. So I given this type of subnet. So it will randomly pick up a private IP, 10.0.1. Okay. It's a public address access purpose. VPC ID, subnet ID, they're all information. Status and alarm, still it is initialized. This is monitoring. You can monitor with instance. It is okay. You can configure CloudWatch agent. So in case you can specify the threshold. If it is reaches certain point, you can able to get access. You don't know how to connect it, or you do not have a putty. Also, you can connect. Okay. Also, you can connect from here. Okay, click on a connect. So I think just username is user. We don't know the password. We didn't specify the password. So from here directly we can connect to our instance through the console like this. Okay, the user automatically logins. Okay, you can use the command ls. Nothing is there. pwd present working directory /home /ec2. Next, you can switch to your root user. You're asking password. We don't have a password for root user. Yeah, it cannot log in anyway. But we can use a sudo user to do it. Guys, we set up a server and you want to make it as certain server in the Linux. What is the thing first you have to do? Yum repo list. Okay, check the repo list. Sudo. It's very small letters. It's very difficult to do it. Just I'm exit from here. I'm going to connect again. SSH client. From SSH client, how to connect it? We will get this one. Open SSH client. Like this. Okay. Mm, I will try to connect from Putty. So first thing is you have to put this public IP address here. Next, go to this SSH, expand X credentials. Not a public key, it's a private key. Colors, use system colors, change it to 20%. Open. Accept. Okay. Login as EC2 user. I have done some mistake. PEM, I think we have to use it. Use this key, but it is not accepting that. I think this is the best one to do it. Okay, I will use key pair. We're using currently key pair. Once you are use, can't use it again. Support key pair, browse, downloads. We need export key pair. Already existing. What we need is export key pair. PPK PEM file. Why? Where I'm missing? Connections data. It is worked, guys. Finally, what I have done, so putty. So earlier I done correct one. Here you have to insert that public key, public IP address, then SSH, authentication, credentials. I inserted in the bottom. So now here private key for authentication. Browse it. Select your PPK file. Best is two files you have to keep it. Okay, both PPK and PEM files. Okay. Finally, we are connected to our EC2 instance, and from now onwards, we have to do things quickly because instance is running, bill is also going on. So this is our virtual machine. So it's a free to do it, right? Okay. Sudo yum update is the first thing when you are whenever you want to set up a server. First thing is you have to do check the repo list. Okay. It is showing some default repo list. So either one thing you do it, one is sudo yum install epel hyphen release. Generally in Linux, we do this one. We'll try. If not working, don't worry. Because this is not um, um, other Linux it is. So if it is your Saint OS, Oracle Linux, this EPL release works. If not working means no problem. Sudo yum update hyphen y. Okay. It is already updated, nothing to do it. Now I want to make this one as a web server. So install with m install. You can use HTTPD or NGINX also. NGINX. Okay. Yeah, it is available. So I'm installing NGINX. We have seen HTTP, we'll see NGINX. Once you install the package, systemctl status NGINX. Other services not on. Q, then press Q button, then start the service. Deny. Why? Load service disable connector. Enable.
Use
Sorry
sudo.
guys.
Use sudo.
Sudo access deny. Okay, very good. Correct. And check it. Not sudo because it is not in the root. Compulsory use that one. Yeah, it is now loaded, active, running. So NGINX is running. Very good. But thing is, can we able to access or not? Take the bit and put it here, http:// that IP address. Yes, we are able to access that page. What about our pages? It's giving a default page to us. But what about our pages? Okay. NGINX server default web content. Okay, it's a different location than your things. Okay. The configuration files are here, but it is still showing the location is /user/. So we'll check it. The /usr normally share ngnx html. So it is telling this is the page index.html, but we have to edit. Okay, this is welcome that lines. Okay, so simple. I am not doing anything. Just adding. Just I'm adding welcome to ngnx. Okay. That's the title. So I want to edit something inside. AWS entity. Okay. So save it. And then why can't we save it?
So
Again, same
we need to
problem.
use sudo.
Same problem. Sudo. Generally, we are habituated to use um, root. So that's the problem. Okay, we saved it. Again, restart the service. Anything changes here? Refresh. We got the change. Okay. Simple how to create. What are the components to do it? Nothing to learn what is. Really, the AWS learning is the main important thing is monitoring, updating, troubleshooting. Okay. These are the points important here. Is it running or not? What is their status? Monitoring it. What is their status? How it is running? What is threshold? Configuring cloud watches. So now immediately no need to do, but we have to do that. Okay. So this is simple EC2 instance. So for that one I create and while I'm run a web server. Guys understand how to do it?
Yes, sir.
I'm turning off my instance from remotely. It's going to be turned off automatically here also. Okay. Why it is not turning off? Status is 3 by 3 check. So anyway, I'm going to, you can stop the instance. Okay. stop protection. So stop it. So this is only stopping. Meaning is again after tomorrow I can able to start it. No problem. But when I start again, this public IP, everything will be changed. Okay? Because it's a pool of IP address, it will create and do it. You want always same public IP, then you have to go with the elastic IP addresses. And once you create any resources, guys, once you use it, you have to make sure that is there, remove that resources after you utilize. If you are in a free tier, better to stop it. Better to just stop it. Later you want to use it. Do not do like this. You create some part, only some part today. Okay? And other part tomorrow, small part another tomorrow. And you keep your instances, connectivities, public IP addresses like that, they will charge you. It is finally stopped, and I want to delete this instance immediately. Okay. Actually, I want to show other things like S3 bucket. Um, yeah, finally I removed this one because removing is also very important. So EC2 instance, remove. When you try this one, even if it is stop also, it won't work. It never works in again. It's a randomly create. Yeah, this will be gone. Once it is terminated, it's showing terminated means this automatically gone from our system itself. After this, again, I have to go to other things. This is block storages, volume creations, and other things. Security groups. We created a security group that I changed for the default one. Yeah, this is the next one I created, but this is name into the default group. That's why I think it is not showing properly. But you see, both are created under same VPC. Okay, same VPC it is created. There is some mistake. It has happened. No problem. Okay, so take a small break, guys. Of 10 minutes of break, and we'll see S3 bucket. That's it. Okay, how to create and upload. Otherwise, yeah, uh, take a 10 minutes of break, and we'll see. Come back at 4:40. Okay, 4:40.